Now, an insertion sort is a little different. Of course, all these sorting methods are different that I will make different videos for, but what an insertion sort does is it actually kind of, I'm going to slide these over a little bit. I'm actually going to throw a line in here, just kind of a divider, if you will, in right in here. Now, what it does is that an insertion sort says, I'm going to start here with this first element in the array. And I know that this first element is in order if it's by itself, so the 8 is in order, it's all good. Insertion sort says, I am going to grab the next element in the array, and I'm going to insert it where it belongs over on the other side over here. So the 5 comes over and it says I need to be inserted into this list. Where do I go? And as I do that, the list grows. The list grows and the 5 needs to be swapped with the 8. Now this is one way to think about it, and I will also try to represent this maybe in a better way of thinking here on the next number. So it gets inserted where it belongs. Okay, and that's the first, we've got the first thing, first number, the 5 is inserted where it belongs. The next then is it moves on to the 2. It says, hey, okay, the 2 now needs to get inserted into my list over here. We've got this organized list over here, and the 2 is going to get inserted. So the 2 is grabbed. We grab the element here, 2, and it gets passed over to this organized list, and we think, hey, where does it go? Well, it goes into the front, and so everything needs to get shifted. The 8 will need to get shifted over. The 5 will need to get shifted over an element. And then the 2 can be inserted there. And it grabs the next one. That's it. Next pass done. We go with the 6. Say, okay, insert. We need to take the 6 and we need to insert it, insertion sort, in wherever it belongs. Now it belongs between the 5 and the 8. And so everything slides over. The 8, the index for 8 has to increase to slide it over and make room. And then the 6 gets put in where it belongs. Next, the 4. Where does the 4 get inserted? Insertion sort. Insert it where it belongs. So it slides over, and the 4 we know needs to go between the 2 and the 5. So we need to make room for it. So what we do is we have to add 1 to the index for 8, so it gets to slide over a slot. Same with 6, increase the index by 1, so it slides over. And same with the 5, increase the index, so it slides over. And now we take the 4 and insert it into that spot. And we would just continue this process with each one of these. We ask, where does the 7 go? We slide and make room for it, and we insert it where it belongs. Okay, just like that. We take the 9, we ask, where does it belong? And we will insert it into the list, which happens to be right here, quick and easy. I didn't even need to insert it. It actually could have stayed where it was. And the final insertion sort step would be to take the 3 and make room for it, and that involves adding 1 to the index on all of these numbers so that they can slide over a spot in the array and make room for this 3 to be inserted. Okay, and that's what there is to an insertion sort. Where does the next element need to be inserted in the current list?